Hi everybody, so today I'm coming to this video to share with you a raw vegan chocolate recipe. So this is a great recipe because it has no sugar, no refined sugar. It has 3 ingredients and yeah, it's definitely a healthier alternative than going and having chocolate bought from the shop. So when I started to experiment with this, I was very happy with the results and that I could, be satiated with that chocolate craving with this recipe. And what you're going to need some, I've got some organic cacao butter chunks here, and you're going to need some, I've got organic cacao powder, and one thing I haven't got out, which you will need, is for the sweetener, I've got organic maple syrup. You can use whatever sweetener you want. You can use honey, you can use agave. I would refrain from using sugar, refined sugar though, because this is definitely a healthier option. So what we're going to do, I've got about 80 grams of the butter, cacao butter, that I'm just going to put into a double boiler, just like you would normally melt normal chocolate. And then we're just going to melt that down. Now, I have checked other people's recipes when they do raw vegan chocolate, and a lot of them put oil in it. I don't do any of that. I don't think it's needed. So, yeah, a lot of people put coconut oil in. So it's just not something that I want to be doing because I refrain from using any oil in my diet. So, and it works just fine. Like, I don't see why it doesn't, I think the reason it helps solidify and keep its form, but it works fine when I don't add it in. So, but if you want to add coconut oil, you can. And then we're just literally gonna just melt this down until it's like a liquid. So I'll just turn this heat up a little bit more, and then you'll just see it's like the oil's coming out of the butter. Well, I suppose it's the butter, isn't it? But yeah, it looks very buttery, and it smells like chocolate. It's but it's white. But to taste it right now, I mean, it's quite a bitter taste, tasting it right now. So when you add obviously everything else in, yeah, that bitterness kind of goes in the background, and you just get the sweetness, and that chocolate that we know and love really sings through. So I'm just going to melt this down now until it's in a liquid form, and then I will add in the cacao powder. So this is cacao butter is not now all melted down. You can see that now. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it over here, and then I'm just going to add in, I've got about 40 grams of cacao powder here, which I'm just going to put into this melted cacao butter. You can see it's all very liquidy now. Now, if you like more of the dark chocolate, then yeah, add more cacao in, add 50, 60 grams if you wish. And then you'll get more of that darker chocolate flavour. So I'm just going to pour that in, and then you can see there, and I'm just going to mix it together so all of the clumps are out. You can see there that chocolate that we recognise and know and love is starting to come to fruition. And I mean, the smell, it's just like when I went raw vegan, it's like, and then I had an experience after my juicing experience, and then going and eating chocolate in 2020 actually, Christmas time. I'd done a fast and then went home, started eating as I normally would, because I had no idea I'd turned raw vegan, had some chocolate, and I was just like, the addiction, it was just like I felt addicted to sugar. And I've never been massive on sweet. I was more savoury, but it made me realise how addictive sugar is. So having this alternative has been amazing, and especially for my daughter, who I bring up vegan, plant-based. You know, I can make her chocolate, and you know, there's none of that refined sugar or unhealthy additives or preservatives, and you know, all of the naughty stuff that they add in, really. So that's all you can see now. That's looking good. So I'm just going to take it off the boiler for a moment. And I like to, well, if you cool it down and then bring it back up to the boil, what it does, it actually helps temper the chocolate. So when you do put it in your moulds, when you want to break it, you get that crack. You know, when you break that chocolate in half, it's like, instead of like the softness of the crack, you get that clear, crisp cracking when you're breaking up the chocolate. So people who work with chocolate do a lot of tempering, and that's why you bring the temperature up to a certain temperature. I can't remember the exact temperature actually, and then you bring it down. So there is a science to it really, but I'm just kind of doing it, but by just taking it off the boil, just to let it cool down and then bring the temperature back up. But if that's what you want to do, you can. And then now I'm going to add in my maple syrup. And I think what I'll probably do is about 60 grams of it. And you can just, you know, taste for yourself, like, does this taste sweet enough? If it doesn't taste sweet enough, add some more in. So I'm just going to pour that in. And then put it back on the boil, and then just mix that in together. And like I say, just give it a taste, and if that tastes sweet enough, great. If it doesn't, just add a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna mix that. And this is the point where you can actually add any additional things that you want. So if you actually want to make it like a Terry's chocolate orange kind of like flavour, or play on it, you can put in shaved orange zest to it. If you want to make a nut and raisin, just chop some nuts and add that in there. This is the point where you can literally, yeah, just think outside the box and go a little bit crazy. Add some extra bits in. Why not? I'm just going to keep it simple today, and just do the chocolate. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually preparing. So I have all of these moulds here, and I have got my daughter an advent calendar. And in that advent calendar, it's a story advent calendar. So each one, there will be a story she opens. But what I'm going to do, because obviously advent calendars for kids, they think chocolate. That's all they think. So I'm actually going to be making these chocolates, 25 of them, and wrapping them up and then pretending that her chocolate's falling out, so she's not feeling like she's missing out. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for my daughter, because I don't want to buy a traditional advent calendar with those chocolates in, to be honest. So but I also don't want her to feel like she's going to be missing out as well. And the first thing she'll probably think about is, where's my chocolate? You know, when you open an advent calendar. I mean, the books are amazing. There's like little storybooks for each day. But yeah, kids, she's only 5. Kids want the chocolate, don't they? So you have to improvise. So yeah, this is the chocolate. And I'm just going to taste it, make sure it's got enough sweetness. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so that is it. Now we're going to put them in the moulds. Okay, so let's just put these in the moulds. And then once these have gone into the moulds, then you can either put them in the freezer. They firm up pretty quick with the cold temperature. So you can either put them in the freezer if you want them to freeze quickly, or you can just put them in the fridge. I mean, once I've frozen them, I just leave them in the fridge then, and then we can just come and go. If we have I usually have quite a few of these to hand. You know, if my daughter wants something chocolatey, then I've got something there. If we're going out or we're going with her friends, and I know they're going to have their own like little treat snacks, then I always have this on hand because I just don't want her to feel like she's missing out, because I don't allow her to have anything with refined sugar in, you know, so which can be challenging at some times, because you don't want to always be saying no, you can't have that, it's not God's sugar is what we say. So just got to be organised and prepared, but she does know, which is good. She does know. So yeah, I'm just going to fill in all of these moulds, and then once they're done, I'm just going to put it in the freezer for maybe an hour, and then I'll transfer it into the fridge. And then I will show you when they're all done. And these, yeah, they taste amazing, and you can make little gifts out of them as well, you know. If you want to like give somebody some chocolates, you can get some nice like wrapping foil for it, you know, because like homemade chocolate, like people love that as a Christmas gift. So and you can buy all different types of molds that you want as well. So yeah, these are going to go into the freezer now, and yeah, I'll show you when they're all finished. These are the chocolate moulds that have now set. So we just need to literally just pop them out, and they're all gonna, you can see here, here's one here, and they're good and firm. They've been in the fridge for a couple of hours. I'm just going to get all the rest out. There they are, all completed. And if you wanted to do them as little nice treats for people, you can just wrap them up and put them in a lovely box if you wanted to do that for Christmas maybe. Yeah, and guilt-free, no refined sugar. Really easy, 3 ingredients, that's all you need. Like, it is yeah, such a great recipe to create, to deal with those chocolate cravings. So I hope you feel inspired to make your own. Yeah, have a blessed day. Hi everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video and you know, comment and like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I'm super grateful to be able to share this content with you, where I can provide healthy alternatives to food that is deemed unhealthy. And you know, I'm really passionate about sharing this and, you know, giving options around how we can really, you know, change our lifestyle that's going to ultimately serve us in the long run and our health. So, yeah, please comment below if there's anything you would like me to recreate and make a healthier version, and I will do my utmost best to do that for you. So, super grateful for your support in liking, commenting and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. And also just please check out my website, myhighpriestess.co.uk, for any of my other services. Thank you so much. Many blessings.